A couple of years ago, Rory, Taylor and I decided to take some of our favourite cars on an epic road trip. The cars in question would be Barney, my high-mileage BMW 330i, Rory's 535D, and Taylor's 540i, and the road trip itself would be called Tourings Go Touring. A while later, this idea then evolved into a showdown of three similar but also very different cars. That would include my full M3 conversion, a supercharged example, and a Touring fitted with a fire-breathing V8. But the latter project was never finished, so instead, you join us now for the third and final iteration of Tourings Go Touring, featuring the aforementioned M3, supercharged 330i, and Taylor's 540i. But before we hit the road for a 1,000-mile adventure, a lot, and I mean a lot of work needs to be done first to ensure that these three cars will make it there and back without any issues. Which, take it from me, definitely won't be the case. And before we get started, a warning. These next two videos are very BMW heavy, so please divert your attention elsewhere if your automotive allegiance does not swing that way. You have been warned. Food and Fuel is only a few weeks away, and this time we're hosting it at Shelsley Walsh Hill Climb on September the 21st. Get your tickets at the link below.
Get off!
So, today we're going to be working on our cars. So as we can see, Taylor is demonstrating the fact that we have a lovely set of Michelins, courtesy of Tyre Streets. Get 10% off using the code AA10.
I also have new seats. These are from a Renault Megane RS. I need to speak to Rich's Fabrication to get some sort of bracketry made because they won't fit. I need to put these tyres on those wheels. You just need to show me how to use our fantastic new equipment for garages, tyre changer and balancer as well, because I've never used one.
My car is in today. Taylor's, we're doing yours on Wednesday, aren't we?
Yeah, so mine is going to TRS Performance on Wednesday, and it's having a dyno tune. Then I need to bring it back here and finish off the brakes.
But why does it need a dyno tune, Taylor?
Because I've added some spices and some pasta to it. A supercharger!
There you go, yeah. So it should be making how much?
Approximately 410 horsepower.
So 410,
325, yeah.
And 340. But I have a very spicy diff. I've got a kind of race-inspired diff.
Yeah.
So my top speed is probably going to be compromised. We are going to
Are
the
you just preparing
Nürburgring.
yourself to
We are going
that
to the Nürburgring.
you're slower than this
We
car?
are going to be on the de-restricted Autobahn. We are going to be testing these cars out as well.
The last time I did that, this happened.
There's a lot of blue smoke,
Look, it's thrown the oil at the cap, the engine's f***ed, I can tell you that already. It's either done a piston or the rings. I don't know what's happened, but we're only 40 miles away from the ring, but at the moment, I don't think this is going to be making it, to be honest, which is a real shame. I'm absolutely gutted. And then also, the last time I drove my 540i abroad, this happened. So I'm on the side of the road somewhere in Belgium, and my f***ing wheel has just come off. Really shit me up. Genuinely nearly crashed the car. It sent me flying. I managed to get it in the hard shoulder, but it's not looking good. And I also don't want a repeat of that.
Yeah, you just need to torque the wheel bolts up, man.
Yeah.
And then on my car, turns out there's quite a lot that needs to be done.
We're leaving on Sunday.
We are.
I've got tuning on Wednesday, and you've got a
days.
motorbike thingy on Wednesday as well. So
That's
apart
4
from-
days.
Yeah, so we got 4 days. Today and tomorrow, we're all working
Yeah.
on our cars. You should finish yours, but we might have to stay and do a bit of extra work, because this needs...
There's also more bits on the floor.
So I'll quickly show you. So Alex, as a birthday present, has bought me a set of BC coilovers, some Ferrari red paint.
You're such a tart.
Because this is a Ferrari. So this is for my brake calipers.
Also, we've got this.
It's a reconditioned steering rack because mine feels so vague. Should just tighten it all up.
If you don't know what a purple tag rack is, the colour of the tag on the steering rack dictates what ratio the gears are inside, and silver tag and purple tag are like two of the shortest ratios you can get, which makes the steering feel really direct.
Can you stand up? This feels
All my knees. All my knees.
Also, there are some parts that aren't here, are there, Rory?
There's quite a lot of parts that aren't here, yeah.
Why are they not here, Rory? Is it because you decided today to order them?
Not organised. So this is going to be a very interesting trip. Obviously, we've got a lot of work to do, some more than others. We are going to be driving, obviously, our favourite Tourings to the Nürburgring. We're going to find out the quirks and features, and we're going to probably decide between us which we think is the most suited for a long kind of GT trip and also a Nürburgring smash.
Shall we crack on?
Yeah.
After I gave Alex some pointers for using the tyre machine, Rory asked me to give a second opinion on a strange noise he heard from his engine bay.
I think one of my pulleys is on its way out.
Which one?
Sounds all right now, but
Go and give it a rev.
It's very worry.
That is not good. I think your auxiliary belt tensioner bearing has pretty much collapsed. It's not good. Oh, give me strength. With no progress being made on the tyres, we got started replacing the knackered steering rack. This is your steering rack, Rory.
Yeah,
What we're going to do first of all is disconnect the wheels, effectively, from the steering rack. What I need is either a big spanner or a big pair of pliers to get on that and undo that. We got any big spanners?
I think we do. Well, there's one
We've
over
got-
there. He's trying to fit a tyre.
That's quite a noisy spanner, that one. So what we need to do, Rory, is undo these inner track rods. But
Yeah.
if you come and look at this, look
There
how
you
much
go.
play there is in your steering rack. That is where the vagueness is. There's a lot of play in that
Okay,
steering
all
rack.
right, so I'm glad I'm changing this then.
Yeah. Absolutely zero play in that whatsoever.
Okay, so this is the new refurbished one.
Yeah.
And that's how it should feel like
Yeah.
then.
And I'm giving that a fair bit of welly. You know, I just got that on the end there. Yeah.
All right, meanwhile...
He's only gone in one.
Meanwhile, the Michelin man over here.
I've got 0-0. Hey!
Goodness gracious me.
To get access to the steering rack, it was just a few bolts to remove the sump guard. And then Taylor disconnected the steering column and the steering rack, and it was as simple as just draining the power steering fluid, and then a few more bolts, and the old steering rack came straight out.
And there you are. One steering rack. It's as simple as that.
All right, now we've done that, let's move on to something else.
Oh yeah, because that's what we do. We just disassemble something and then leave it disassembled and do something else
Oh,
instead.
to be fair, that is what we do, yeah.
It is, yeah, it's good that. Right, so the new rack is in. All what I've got to do now is refit in reverse order. Connect the lines up, connect the column up, connect the track rods up, and then we should be golden, eh, Rory?
Meanwhile, I've pulled a blinder. I've done half a set of wheels, and all of these beautiful Michelins are now on.
Next up is coilovers, but...
Ah, look at this, how fast. Look, you haven't even done this hose back up.
Yes, I have.
This?
That's broken off. That's how it was. But do you know what? I've got someone new one of those at home, so maybe if you're nice, I'll bring one in.
All right.
But yeah, it's now 6:30, so we're going to go home and we'll crack on with the coilovers tomorrow.
Sounds good. So that's 1 day down, 3 to go.
Well, 1 to him.
Oh. Do you want to update?
After Landau, after the tracks and all the drifting and stuff like that, as I was coming off the track, the oil pressure light came on. It flicked on for, I don't know, a couple of seconds. I've spoken to James from Redish, and he's going to collect it tomorrow because obviously he's a little bit worried. So the second engine isn't an engine that Redish know at all. I basically said, here is the second engine. Please give it a very light refresh, put it in the car. I need to start driving it, we need to do videos, and I just want it back. So he said, okay. He's going to investigate what the issue could be, but obviously he's a little bit concerned that maybe the engine needs something.
Whatever he finds in
Yeah.
the next 48 hours on that car
Yes.
could A, massively increase your £70,000 cost already,
Yeah.
and B, make or break whether we actually go on this trip or not. Tomorrow, me and Rory are going to come in, we're going to do all of the coilovers on this.
I'm going to try painting the brake
We're gonna paint
calipers
the
myself.
calipers, yeah, we'll do
Such
that.
a tart.
I'm going to strip off the auxiliary belt tensioner.
Come on, girl.
The auxiliary belt tensioner, because we've established that needs replacing.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, you're going to be on your track day with your motorbike, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be having my 540i tuned, and hopefully it doesn't explode. So, it is now the next day, isn't it, Rory? The
is.
sun is shining outside, and we have got plenty to do. In fact, so much, I've made a list, because we kept forgetting everything that we need to do. This list is all your car, this is Barney, and this is my 540i.
New engine?
Question mark on the new engine. We're not sure yet. We're hoping it's going to be all right, but there is a question mark there. I'll put it
Why
on
is
there
my
just in
list so
case.
big?
Because your car is absolutely knackered. So we're going to unknacker it, and we have got 3 days to do all of this. We've got coilovers, which we're going to fit now, the auxiliary belt tensioner, which we diagnosed yesterday, handbrake mechanism, and you need to paint the calipers, front and rear, sunroof question mark. Now, I have just been on the phone to our very, very good friend, Nick Jupp,
And anyone in the E46 world will know who Nick Jupp is.
Yes, he's based in Essex and he breaks BMW E46s and he has pretty much everything. He's a lovely bloke, we've known him for a while, and he's going to bring over some very, very special bits for Rory, not tomorrow, but the day after. And that includes, potentially, a sunroof cartridge, exhaust alignment, because the exhaust is a bit wonky, clutch and gear linkage. Now, when we were also on the phone to Nick, Nick happens to have a 6-speed gearbox conversion for this, which we are going to carry out. It is £1,000, but you always did say you wanted to put 6-speed in this car.
I did.
Boot wiring, because your key fob doesn't work and the split tailgate doesn't work.
No.
We've also said roll arches, because you've got a little bit of rear rubbish going on.
I do, yeah.
And when we're on the ring, you'll get a lot of compressions and stuff like that, and we don't want to tear all the tyres to bits. We've also got wheel alignment, which we have to do because we've done the new steering rack, and fix the centre console because it's come out around the gear knob. Now, without this car and this car, this is a lot to do in 3 days itself. So let's crack on and get fixing.
Oh, we're so not making it. We are not making it.
While work continues on Rory's old E46, I've got one question for you guys. Have you ever financed a car? Because if so, you could be owed thousands. For years, car dealers secretly pocketed commission on finance deals, some dating back all the way to 2007, meaning you might have been charged an unfair interest rate on a PCP or HP agreement without ever realizing. But there is good news, because you could claim that money back. And sure, you can go to your lender or the Financial Ombudsman, but if you've got no idea where your old agreement details are, or if you don't have the time or patience to sort it yourself, there is a faster, easier option. Reclaim 24/7 can instantly search for car finance agreements linked to you since 2007. Just provide your name, address and date of birth. No car reg and no paperwork needed. And if there's a claim, their panel of specialist solicitors will take care of everything. No win, no fee, no upfront costs, and no catch. It's also free to check, takes 60 seconds, and you could be owed thousands. So what are you waiting for? Hit the link below and find out how much you could be owed.
Right, so from yesterday, Taylor's now put the steering rack in. This has got to go back in, which is a bit harder since I'm at such an awkward height where I've either got to be on my
Rory,
knees.
there's a chair.
And while I'm doing this,
I'm
Taylor
fitting the coilovers.
is doing the coilovers.
But annoyingly, he's just nicked my impact gun. So,
Sorry, whose impact gun?
my impact gun.
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 Sorry. Using my impact gun, I got started removing the old front suspension struts.
There we are.
There's the shock absorber. Bit of a rubbish design this. It took longer to get to this one shock absorber than it did to take the rest of the suspension off. Right, catch that shot, Rory. Yeah.
There we go. One shock out. So while Taylor's cracking on with the rear, I'm just going to sand down these and we're going to see if we can try and do a DIY Brembo finish. Whether it'll look good or not, I don't know. It's going to look better than what it did before. They were like faded as hell, so anything's got to be better than that.
Right, I've nutted. Sorry, Rory, I put a hole in your carpet.
The reason we're doing this is so we can adjust the top of the dampeners, because obviously they're 32-way adjustable.
Well, if you're driving it on the road,
Yeah.
and then you decide that you actually, I've just arrived at the Nürburgring,
And I want it a bit.
and I would like to stiffen my back end.
Annoyingly, with BMWs, they put them at the top here so you can't actually adjust them. It's almost like you're drilling into metal.
Oh, I am drilling into metal. There's something under there, I reckon. We won't tell Rory about that. Go and grab the hoover.
So, we are going to brush paint these. Now, I know that's probably not the ideal way and you should spray them, but blah, blah, blah.
Taylor, should I go light with the first coat, do you think? Or
No, lap it.
Lap it, brilliant.
that's not really going on nicely. Okay. Maybe thicker.
Yeah. Oh, that is looking shit.
Taylor, why does it look so shit?
Because you're doing it.
Jay, would you say this is looking anything like a Brembo caliper right now?
No. I'm going to blame the prep. Who did the prep?
That was me as well. I don't have any excuse.
Right, that is the auxiliary belt tensioner now off, and although it's got a bit of play in it there in those joints, I think the biggest issue is probably the bearing. That sounds knackered. It's a good job we're changing this. With Rory Da Vinci hard at work, we were slowly but surely ticking things off our list, and we finished the day by giving the 330i an oil service ready for the big trip, because the next day it was time for my 540i to get tuned and ready for the ring. You join me at TRS Performance in Stratford-upon-Avon. Now, I'll be honest, I have made a bit of a mess up here. Today is currently Wednesday, and I didn't realise until I got here that I'm actually booked in for tomorrow, which is Thursday. So there is a little bit of a delay. We have to wait for a car that is currently on the dyno, a really nice M2, to be tuned, and then the 540 can go in. We're going to do wheel alignment, and we're going to do some runs on the dyno and hopefully not blow it up. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit nervous today, because tuning cars, especially a few days before you're due to go to the Nürburgring, is a little bit scary. I have had a bit of a bad track record for it in the past of things going wrong and not making it on road trips. So I'm just really hoping that this is all right. I think it will be, but I am still nervous about it.
I'm going to stay on the side of caution.
Yeah.
I have to stay on the side of caution.
But I trust you. You've got a banging setup here. You've got a really cool, this is actually Paul Munbury's M2 on the dyno at the moment. So as soon as that's done, that will go on it.
Yep.
And then we can get cracking and hopefully not blow it up. Fingers crossed.
Soon after, the 540i was on the dyno for tuning, but this being Taylor's car, things would obviously not run at all smoothly.
So Peter's had a bit of a trouble with, apparently it's got a soft limiter at 5,000 RPM. I've unplugged the traction control, there's a little flap on the inlet, so I'm hoping it's no longer got that limiter. But it was making quite, I had a little glance, it was making quite good power figures at the lower RPM. So I'm quite confident so far. It seems to be running quite happy. It seems to be producing quite good figures. Nothing's gone wrong. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because it could do. Everything's going to be fine. Everything was not fine. So the bad news is that we've still got this 5k limiter, and we can't work out why it gets to 5k and then just stops. It doesn't seem to want to go above that, does it? The good news is you've just added a load of ignition, and the power figures have gone up quite dramatically, haven't they, Pete?
They certainly have. So we've got blue line is torque, and then the red lines are power.
So we are getting 325 horsepower at 5,000 RPM.
Yeah, just past 5,000 RPM down here.
And 456 Newton meters of torque. Now, bearing in mind that this car is 280 odd stock,
yeah,
that's already a massive increase, and the rev limiter is...
Still got another 2,000 RPM to go.
So you reckon, Pete just said to me off camera...
No, don't snake me, no.
You reckon that with a little bit of extra ignition,
yeah,
and 2,000 more RPM, you could...
knock on the door of 400.
Yeah. The only thing is we got this problem with this limiter.
Yeah, so if anyone knows, and it's not, I won't fix it today, let us know.
We'll try and have a look and do a bit more research.
But it's nice to see this 50 horsepower, 70 horsepower game so far.
Peter, Ned and I spent the rest of the day and some of the night testing everything we could think of, but my chances of taking my beloved 540i to the Nürburgring were getting less and less likely by the minute. But more on that later. No comprendo.
The next day, Nick and Jay from German Car Spares Kent came down to the unit to not only deliver parts, but also help Rory with a very special modification on his supercharged 330i.
So I've always had a problem with my gearbox where I've got a 5th gear lean, which is where the gear stick sort of leans over to one side, and it just feels a bit sloppy and messy. But then Taylor went, why don't you just stick a 6-speed in and speak to Nick?
Gear ratios are the same.
Yeah.
On the box, obviously up until 6. And then you've just got that extra gear. But they are a smoother gear change as well.
Nick and Jay got straight to work removing the exhaust, prop shaft and the old 5-speed gearbox. But they forgot one essential tool they needed to fit the new box. A loaf of bread?
What, lads?
Oh, look who it is!
What's happening?
Where have you been? You're late.
I am late. I got home at 2 o'clock in the morning because my car's gone wrong on the dyno.
Oh.
And yeah, it's all gone catastrophically wrong, Rory, but it's all right. We're not stressing about it, are we?
No. Jamie, do you mind going and getting some bread for us? Because, again, still not sure if this is a wind-up, but they keep saying...
It's not a wind-up.
It is a wind-up. There's no way you're telling me to get a loaf of bread to fix my car. How can we get bread to fix a car?
We'll show you. We will show you.
Nick, Jay and Taylor made light work of removing the old prop shaft and gearbox, and then Alex turned up with some more news on Barney, the M3 Touring.
Barney is still at Reedish. They're putting a new gearbox in.
A brand new gearbox?
Not a brand new gearbox, man. Money doesn't pour out my arse. I wish it did. But yeah, I had a message from James this morning, a video saying, all right, yeah, so gearbox might be fucked, so we're going to put a new one in for you. There's new slave cylinder, master cylinder, oil pump is in as well. And then there was also the return for the power steering pump as well was a bit weepy, so they fixed that as well.
When you started the Barney project, you bought quite a large item, which was red, which was a donor car.
Yeah.
And so far, you've not used the engine from that, and now you've not used the gearbox from that as well, because it's faulty. So you spent $9.5 grand on that car, and all you've used is the rear subframe and the bonnet. Big Pete, we've determined, or Bigger Pete, Blue Peter.
Blue Peter, yeah.
We've determined is not going to go on a trip because a fuel line keeps popping off. We don't want to risk health and safety.
I have the alternative. I've arrived in it.
Oh, your 530D?
It's going to have to be my 530D, but we do need a service kit for that. Anyway, you've got work to do?
Yeah, well, we need to put some bread on a car.
Oh, let's do the bread.
Yeah.
So this is the back of your engine, yeah?
Yeah.
And in here, you've got a bearing which supports the input shaft from your gearbox, yeah? The bearing that is in that engine sits in your flywheel. So that's where that bearing is. That's your new flywheel. So what we need to do is remove this bearing in here from the back of the crankshaft. And to do that, you use bread. Jay, do you want to demonstrate?
Yeah.
What you do is you have a bite of the bread, and you have to use Tiger Bloomer. You stuff bread in the end of your crankshaft.
There is now bread in there.
And then, what you do afterwards is you get a hammer and an extension, and then you hit the bread and compress the bread, and you put some more bread in the crankshaft, and then eventually the pressure of the bread will push out the bearing. It is coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
See, you add more bread until you compress it, and it slowly pushes the bearing out. Oh! Little. Oh! Do you believe us now?
I believe you now.
All right. Yeah. All yours. Thanks.
After fitting the new clutch and flywheel, Nick and Jay got the 6-speed box installed in no time. Thank you very much, guys, for your help. If you need any E46 bits, Nick Jupp on German Car Spares Kent. There you go.
Lovely.
Get your shit. And he's got plenty of 6-speeds in stock.
I wish.
Happy to be ticking things off our list, we kept up the momentum and got started on the aux belt tensioner and the rear calipers.
And a massive shout out to Febby Bilstein. They've sent us loads of parts of this car. We love Febby bits because they're OE matching quality.
But then Taylor got a call from Jamie, who was with the 540 at TRS Performance. And again, this being Taylor's project car, the news would not be good.
The ECU is a different pin out.
Oh, I've just wasted 250 quid on an ECU that doesn't fit.
And what have you learned from this?
Not to modify cars ever again. Not to modify my own cars ever again. Do other people's.
Yeah.
I think it is genuinely just
Your
bad
cars are
luck.
like, I'm 25 years old.
Leave me alone.
Or we all load up in your car.
We could all go in this car.
Or
Yeah.
Taylor has to buy another E46 Touring.
You won't buy another E46 Touring. That would be good.
So, just in case the 540i wasn't going to make it, I began looking for more E46 shaped options that he could take to the ring instead of the 540.
There we go. One belt reinstated. All I've got to do now is put the Lecky fan back in. Job's a good one.
Taylor then got started on sorting the rear brake shoes on the 330i, which is when I got an update from Jamie about Taylor's 540i. So I've just spoke to Jamie, and he's saying that he's got an ECU that they've found for your car that they might be able to collect for tomorrow.
Yes.
And then maybe get your car working.
Yes, if it's the ECU.
And if not, we're buying you an E46 Touring. There is a £1,200 330i manual Touring in black
How shit is it?
for 1,200 quid.
How shit is it?
Nick Jupp's found it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, look at you go. Alright, so belt tensioner Done. Roll arches, which will probably end up into grinding arches. Oh, and I can now paint these as well, because you've taken these off.
The question is, Rory, what are we having for dinner?
Okay, I thought that'd be the question. I gave the rear calipers a quick sand and a couple of layers of red paint to match the fronts, and yes, I know it's not a great job. I will fix it at some point. I then did a terrible job of masking up the new calipers, and then gave them a couple of layers of red paint as well. I should have just got red spray paint.
Meanwhile, to make the rear wheels fit better with the new coilovers, I found my favourite tool and got to work.
That'll do for now as a first. It's a first coat.
Okay.
It's a first coat.
It's a first coat.
Look, I did them. They've come out really nice.
They've come out nice, I'll give you that. Them, yeah. So here, I've completely reassembled the handbrake. This was an absolute arsehole of a job, and I never want to do it again.
Let's just cut to the background swearing of Taylor.
Might need some bleeps. Hell, I hate doing handbrake shoes. Worst job in the world. And I've done the arches on both sides, so I've trimmed these back a bit. I've taken a bit of, there's a really thick layer of underseal behind here. I've cut a bit of that away, and then I've painted all back over it so that it's protected in there.
What have you painted it with?
Just some gloss black. Tomorrow, hopefully the discs will arrive so we can put those on, and then the pads, we can put the new red rear calipers on, and then the wheels can go on, and then hopefully the shifter will also arrive from Hack Engineering, and we can put the gearbox prop shaft back on and the exhaust, and then it will be ready for driving to alignment.
Okay, so you know what that means now, Taylor?
End of day assessment of the whiteboard. So, handbrake, yes. Sunroof we're not doing. Exhaust alignment, no. Actually, boot wiring, I haven't done that yet because I'd like to go home and have a shower. Roll arches, yes. 540i is currently still an unknown. Apparently, TRS Performance have done a compression test on it, and they reckon that the compression's good, which is great news. It means that the engine is healthy. But we've got potentially a ECU coming tomorrow. They're going to test that, and fingers crossed it will actually work.
Should we add new gearbox here? Tick, because Alex needed a new gearbox. I think our only options left are we get this working.
There may be a...
Yeah. Or a 3.2i Touring. So then we would have budget versus medium budget versus high end.
Which is a cool idea, but my heart would still love to do this.
No, you're not going to give up on this,
I'm not giving up because I love my 540i, and that would mean so much to me to get that on this trip. Grab your gear knob.
I've got it.
Get in your car.
Look, it's got 6 gears, yeah.
That's nice, isn't it? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Also, have you noticed something about your centre console?
Oh shit, you fixed it! How'd you do that?
I'm a genius.
Oh, Barney's here!
What?
Barney is here, Barney is here.
Alright James, how's it going? How's it going? Good, thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Very good, very good.
Very hot, very sticky, very sweaty.
And no overheating?
No, I was sat in traffic for nearly 40 minutes on the motorway.
Bloody hell.
34 degrees, it still is outside.
Yeah.
And it's regulating itself perfectly. So
Fantastic.
I think it's
Oh
fine.
my, feel the heat just here.
Yeah, that's
Just
coming off of me.
Oh, really hot.
Yeah.
And look, the ride height is also down by 10 mil, so it sits nice and square. We've got a new radiator.
We've got another
new water
radiator,
pump.
another water pump.
James, how much was the new gearbox?
Well, we don't know.
We don't talk about money.
We did. Me and Taylor did discuss the fact that he's now bought a donor car, but not used anything from the donor car.
No.
Oh, the bonnet. Sorry, the bonnet and the rear
and the
subframe.
bumper.
Yeah, that's true.
Front and rear bumpers.
Yeah.
Which I probably could have bought for £1,000.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's an expensive way to do it.
It is.
Let's face it.
Yeah. But here he is. Here's Barney.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Wicked.
So now, James, you're off to go to the Nürburgring, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
a bit
getting
late.
back. I'm a bit late. I should have been leaving like 5 this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going back.
All right.
Quick meal with the kids and the wife. See them before I go, and then an overnight drive. And then, in theory, I should beat you there as long as I don't break down.
Okay. All right.
I suffer it as well.
So I need to drop you off at the train station. Then I
that'd
need
be
to
lovely.
load up my seats, and then go to Richard's Fabrication.
Cool.
And then get my seats in there.
Awesome.
We're just wrapping up here. We've just done the final height adjustment on this. It is 16:46, so I have 15 minutes to get to the wheel alignment, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's really high on the
Can you
rear.
take your foot off the brake maybe?
Oh,
I'm not taking it apart. You can sling your hook. That's perfect.
No, that is now. Yeah,
Right.
it lowered a lot.
Shall we get it out, torque the wheels up, and then you go and get this wheel alignment done?
All right, let's do that.
Rory's off to go and get the alignment done.
All right. Oh,
You're going to be 15 minutes late.
I'll be back in a jiff. Oh, that clutch is going to take some while to get you.
Brand new.
So with Barney now back at full health, Rory's 330i modified, fixed and now aligned, and Taylor's 540i still an unknown, we met up on Sunday ready for our big adventure.
And now the time has finally come for us to take our touring. You will remember this is Barney, my high mileage E46 M3 touring. You will have seen the video recently. Driving fantastically, no issues. I now have a Recaro CS seat in there. It's sitting a little bit high, but it is far superior to the old shabby interior that was in there. Yeah. And I'm a personalised number plate tart now. M3 Bau. The word Bau in German means build. Rory, this has come out really nicely and you've just had it detailed.
I know, I just machine polished it myself last night. Still didn't get the brakes done.
Yeah.
Which is a thing that I've done in my last few cars where I've gone to the Nürburgring and then just not had good brakes.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, I absolutely adore this car. I was literally standing there last night after machine polishing. I was just looking at it going, I finally finished the car.
Taylor.
Yes.
We're
This
surprised that
is my E39 540i manual supercharged touring.
I have noticed two things.
Yeah.
You've modified this car, you've painted it black.
I have.
And you've also put a roof rack on it.
I have
Apart
done that,
from
yeah.
that,
That's for my-
supercharger running well?
That's for my bicycle. Yeah. Good power figures, just over 400.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it goes really well.
Why is
it did,
Oh!
It did go a bit rusty.
Oh
while I
my
was at
God.
TRS
Oh, the
before.
rust.
Taylor!
Yeah.
I will explain. My 540i has not made it, obviously. It's still at TRS performance at the moment. We've had a problem with the immobiliser on the new ECU and we just can't get it going. We're pretty confident that the ECU is the issue, but it's just a bit too late. So I went to Southampton a day ago and bought this. This is a 330i manual touring, which is what all of these cars started off as.
Yeah.
For £1,000.
Wow. You can't get them anymore for
That
a grand.
is so cheap for a grand.
It's super cheap. It is a bit rusty
Yeah.
and it did have a few issues. This car, 48 hours ago, was sat in a barn where it had been sat for 4 months.
Really?
Covered in dust. I've fixed a brake fluid leak, which was in the ABS pump. I've done an oil service. I've done a rocker cover gasket. I've done an auxiliary belt. I've put my wheels from my
play.
red E46 on
I was going to say these looked familiar.
with Accelera 651 Sports. I machine polished the headlights. I cleaned it inside and out, and here we are. I know nothing about it.
Aircon.
There was 2 questions that I asked Andrew when I bought this car. Do you think it would make it to the Nürburgring if I fixed the little bits on it? And he said, yeah, probably. Does the aircon work? And he said, yes. I said, I'll have it.
Fantastic. As you can probably tell, this is a £1,000 E46 touring. This is a £15,000 E46 touring. And this is a £70,000.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
That was a bit quiet.
Sorry, what was
Oh,
it?
sorry. Might just
Yeah.
about £70,000. So what we're going to do over the course of the next few days is find out, is this worth 70 times that?
I think we can already answer that question.
We have got a ferry to catch, so we're going to jump in our cars, this one completely unknown, and head to France. Shall we
Yeah.
do that?
Yep, let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, so it has taken a few years and the touring series has evolved a little bit, but here we are. How's everyone feeling?
I'm actually really happy. I'll be honest, 48 hours ago, I did not expect to even be on this trip, let alone in this car. This is completely unexpected, but I like a bit of spontaneity, and yeah, I'm smiling from ear to ear because I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, I've got to say, after all the work that we put in over the last week and getting this car ready as well, I didn't think I'd be here either.
I, for one, am super happy. Obviously, I've driven Barney really hard on track, fairly hard on a really nice Welsh road, and now, first time ever, going on a long road trip to the Nürburgring, which is my favourite place in the world. And the best thing, when we're there, we can all buy stickers and put them on the back of our cars. How exciting is that? That is worth the trip alone.
I do love me a Nürburgring sticker and a keyring. Don't forget the keyring.
Anyway, we've got a couple of hours to get under our belts. Let's get going. In other news, Rory, you've got a slip-in clutch and your car stinks as well.
Yeah, so it does look like the stock clutch, unfortunately, doesn't hold the power. I mean, it holds it while I'm in the gear, but if I'm dropping the clutch into gear, yeah, it does just spin up, unfortunately. So it looks like I will need to get something operated.
Well, maybe it's like a new set of tyres where you've got to bed it in.
Yeah, maybe you have to slip it a bit more, Rory, to get it to grip better.
You'll have to let me drive it for a while.
Taylor, how's your car? Anything wrong with it at all? All good?
I have a few issues, one of which is I'm noticing a noise more when I turn right, which I believe is to be a wheel bearing on the near side somewhere. My trip computer doesn't work for some reason. The button on the end of my stalk just does nothing. But the most annoying of them all is that my cruise control doesn't work.
Oh!
What? You don't have working cruise control?
Sorry, Alex, how's your cruise control?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Well, yours doesn't work either.
Ever since the rebuild, it's never worked.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's made my day, that, as I'm sitting here with a dodgy ankle, let alone you've got the same thing. Oh, I'm chuffed now.
Yeah, now I've got a dodgy ankle and a dodgy hip.
I'm chuffed with that.
All right, anyway, we've got a ferry to catch and we're running a bit late, so let's do it.
Arriving with just 20 minutes to spare, we all made it onto the ferry, excited for the adventure ahead. But first, we needed to stretch our legs and get some food.
How's that drive?
Okay, yeah. Drive was very nice, very easy. Aircon is very cold. Car feels great, really great.
No beef Brenda? Oh, pepperoni.
No beef, Brenda.
Have you ever been to the Nürburgring?
Never.
Never?
Never.
So you're going to have to go for a lap.
Oh yeah. Can I?
Could maybe get him a rental car.
Oh yeah.
A little Suzuki Swift.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I know just the man to speak to.
Yeah. We have a bit of a tradition. Whenever we travel anywhere, we buy peanut M&Ms. They're our special travel treats. I didn't know they did 50% vodka. And safe working load, 20 tons. That's the safe working load.
Are you allowed in? Yeah.
This is the women.
Oh, no!
We just nearly got kicked out because you lot made a commotion and everyone was looking.
Thankfully though, we didn't get chucked off the boat. But upon arriving in France, we did manage to confuse French customs.
Hello.
French custom.
Sorry?
French custom.
French custom, yes.
Where do you go now?
We are going to France.
Bonjour.
French custom. France.
Yeah.
Where do you go now?
Germany, Nürburgring.
Germany. Colleague say France.
Yes.
When I ask at your friend where.
Well, we're going France now, and then Germany tomorrow.
Hello.
French custom.
Hello.
Where do you go now?
Now we go to France to a coastal road, and then tomorrow or tonight we try to get into Germany.
Okay. Do you have anything to declare? Tobacco, cigarette, alcohol?
No.
Cash money with you?
No cash money.
No cash?
No.
What's in the bag?
Peanut M&Ms.
Buy anything on the boat?
Peanut M&Ms. M&Ms. Chocolate.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
You want some?
No, that's
Merci, au revoir.
With French customs now bribed with peanut M&Ms, we headed straight for a nearby coastal road to kick off our road trip to Germany with a bang.
Alright Rory, this is a nice little stretch of road. How do you know this one? And it's not far from Calais, is it?
Yeah, so I came here a few weeks ago, actually, when I did a little road trip with my dad and brother. And yeah, just came along this coast road because we were trying to find some of the World War II museum stuff. And then we were coming down here and we were like, this is an incredible bit of road.
It's absolutely beautiful. We've got wheat fields to our right and our left, and then the sea to our left as well. It's yeah, quite a historic place as well, I imagine.
It is a cracking bit of scenery, this, and I don't know about you two, but I'm very, very glad to be behind the wheel of this E46.
There is something about an E46, especially a touring, that just pulls on the heartstrings a little bit. Best, most usable car that you can buy for a budget.
Couldn't help help but notice earlier, Rory, there is a little bit of what looks to be exhaust baffle on your rear window.
No, that couldn't possibly be. I don't know how that would happen at all.
You'll also be pleased to know that my Barney is magicking up some extra fuel. I'm now at a quarter of a tank.
Well, in that case, let's give this a bit of a spirited run up here.
Brilliant idea.
Oh yes, Barney, in his element. Oh God, everything is moving about in the boot. Wow, this is such a wicked car.
Go on, Libby. Oh my God. Oh, God, the steer. Where's my traction control button? There it is.
First time getting to test the car's handling after all the BCs. Oh my God, it handles great.
Now, I'm sorry, those two have got more power than I have, but they can't get away. I'm literally on their back bumper. I'm really genuinely happy to be in this car. And I just didn't think today would exist. I didn't think that this car would exist. I didn't think that this trip would exist. It's ridiculous, really, how the world works and how things just pan out and how a text message or a phone call could end up with me in this car on this road.
The way that this car just grips in on the front end is fantastic, and these EBC brakes, so sharp, so feelsome, just wicked. And as soon as I get into any other car, I feel like the brakes are broken. And the seat makes so much difference as well. I'm really kept in place, so I don't need to use my core too much to try and keep upright. Everything is just coming together nicely as I want it to.
Oh, what a fabulous day in a fabulous little car.
All right, well, lads, shall we carry on this road and then we can stop at one of these World War II pillboxes and have a look at what it's all about over here?
And just a few minutes later, we arrived at the Museum of the Atlantic Wall, a coastal artillery built by Nazi Germany during World War II.
So it is now about 6:15 and we have made it to a museum that you went to visit recently.
Yes, well, I managed to actually get in, unlike us now, because we arrived a bit too late. So this is the Museum of the Atlantic Wall, and it has literally the biggest gun that you'll ever see in your life. And it's also got this Leopold railway gun, where there's only actually 2 of these left in the world. One somehow made it all the way to the US.
Oh wow.
Really? Yeah, and the other one is here.
How far could it shoot?
So I'm not sure about that gun, but the massive gun in here could shoot 34.6 miles. So this could shoot past Dover.
That's mad.
It is mental, isn't it? Yeah.
Crazy.
The gun inside actually was on like this massive swivel platform, so it could move and rotate around. And then they used to have massive camo nets over this.
Wow.
That's really cool.
We are now going to end it there because this was quite a feat getting these 3 cars here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to see us driving those 3 cars on the Autobahn doing top speed runs, going to the Nürburgring as well, then join us next time where we will do all of those things and find out how many of our cars break down. And along the way, we'll get stopped by the police, test out our car's top speeds, carry out some last minute mods, and finally hit the ring, which, as you'll see soon, does not go well.